Do you want to know what's more important than sugar in your food? Stay tuned and I'll share it with you. High carbs, low carbs, potatoes, no potatoes. It gets so confusing on what you're supposed to eat, what you're not supposed to eat. Well, today I hope to clear up a little bit of confusion. And at the end, I'm going to share with you a nice way to learn even more important tips for nutrition and health. So let's look today at 2 packages of foods that I have. And the reason why I want to show them to you is because there is something called the glycemic index. And it's a really easy way to determine whether a food is going to have a high response in the body to the sugar that's in the food, regardless of whether it's sugar coming from natural fruit or sugar from a chocolate candy bar or sugar from naturally sweetened stevia. It doesn't matter. The sugar is recognized by the body and insulin is released to deal with that sugar. And that's why we have a high rise in diabetes, because we're eating a lot of sugar and we're not balancing that sugar by fiber. So when we look at food labels or even fresh foods that we eat, we have to think about the sugar content as well as the fiber content to determine if it's good for us, not so good for us. So for today, I want to share with you some gluten-free pitas and some goji berries. So we're going to look at the gluten-free pita chips, and we look at the total carbs first. That's 14 grams. Dietary fiber says 1 gram. The sugar says 1 gram. This sugar number is actually part of that carb number. To find out the glycemic index, the response your body will have on the sugar that's in this package, you take the total carbs, which is 14, divide it by the 1 gram of fiber, and that number is 14. So even though it says 1 gram of sugar, and it looks like it might be okay for a diabetic, the glycemic index is 14 in this product. We want to keep the number around 5. If you have a 1, it's a perfect food because it has perfect ratio of carbs to fiber. Let's look at the goji berries. The goji berries, 19 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 13 grams of sugar. So somebody would look at that and say, oh, I can't have that. That has a lot of sugar in it. But if you look at the total carbs, which is 19, and you divide it by the fiber that's going to help slow down that response, you get about 6. And we want to stay around 5 or below. So this is going to have a lower impact on the body because it's not going to need as much insulin to deal with the sugar load. The fiber that's in the goji berries will slow down that response. This is going to go into the body and cause a higher response, even though it had 1 gram of sugar in it. So it's more important to look at the glycemic index. Take total carbs divided by dietary fiber, and that number should be around 5 or below, and that will have a lower response in your body. I hope that's been helpful. If you want to look up for our next nutrition coaching course, reach out to me at maria@simplymoreplants.com, and I'll send you the information. Have a great day.